Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking about mindset, abundance mindset, scarcity mindset, limiting beliefs, how do we create them, etc. So if you're looking for a very structured video with points, clear directions and clear steps, this is not the video for you. I'm going a bit deep, I'm going a bit spiritual. So if you are looking for something different, this is not the video for you. I just want to make sure that I save you time because I understand how valuable that is. So with this being said, I want to talk a bit today about mindset and abundance mindset and scarcity mindset. And I do believe there are some important elements for us to know and to understand, which is the subconscious mind, the conscious mind, the monkey on the shoulder, the voice in our head. All these things are important for us to understand because that's where limiting beliefs are coming from. But a limiting belief is used so much into such a negative tone, I would say, when it doesn't have to be always negative, because sometimes, we have limiting beliefs on certain things that keep us safe, not getting into an accident or, things like that can be quite dramatic. But there are limiting beliefs that actually hold us back. And for example, when it comes to financial issues or money mindset, these are extremely important not to have any limiting beliefs, because we need to understand that we are over 90%, because there are different studies, 90 or 95% of the day we are actually being governed by our subconscious mind. Now, our subconscious mind is just that little voice in our head that created a belief. Money doesn't grow on trees, for example, or to get money requires loads of hard work. And that's how we go through life. So of course, when we believe in those things, then we actually get results very hard, because if we don't feel like we put loads of hard work into it, we're not going to get the results. Or even if we get results, we think that we maybe are not, entitled to getting the result, and we're going to start self-sabotaging the results that we're getting just because we have a limiting belief on that topic. I'm talking more about money in this video, but it's really applicable to any area of your life: financial situation, relationship status, and everything else in between. So when it comes to, abundance mindset and scarcity mindset, it comes down to beliefs. And in my personal opinion, there are 4 ways on how we create those beliefs. We naturally have thoughts, then we create the beliefs, then we have habits and we take actions, and then we have results. But everything starts with us from here and here. So it's such an important thing to understand that nothing just happens on its own because it's just destiny or whatever. I do believe it's extremely important to understand that we control every result that we are getting. We are in control of our lives. We are in control of our results. Things don't happen, out of the ordinary or fall from the sky or whatever. We are creating our reality. And that's what I was saying. I was going a bit spiritual, so might not have been for some of you. But yes, I strongly believe we are creating our own reality. We are creating our own results, regardless of what those are. If you are having negative results in your life, let's say financially speaking, it's because you have a belief there that you might be not deserving of that, or you might not be good enough in what you're doing to make more, to have more money. So, and if you have, positive results, might be because you have, a positive mindset. You might not even watch this video, just saying. But, we are governed day by day by our subconscious mind. We have approximately 70,000 thoughts a day, and 90 to 95% of those are just beliefs that we already created. So we have a 5 to 10% chance of changing something. And that 5 to 10% chance that we are having, it's important that we focus that on positive beliefs, basically. So the way I look at it, we have thoughts and we have beliefs. And the way I see beliefs, limiting beliefs being created, is by repetition of the same thing. That means we keep saying, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm skinny, I'm skinny, I'm skinny, depending on if you're taking it positive or negative. But we keep repeating the same thing until we don't have to repeat it anymore because we strongly believe it. And regardless of who says what, or what the scale says, what the measurement says, what clothes size are saying to us, we believe that strongly deep in our core because we created that by the repetition of the same thing. Another way on how we create limiting beliefs is by our past experiences. We believe that if we have a failed relationship or if we lost money in a business, that is going to happen again. Like the past equals the future, which is incorrect. Because if we, let's just take it logically for a second, if we actually break that thing down, whatever created the limiting belief moving forward, we're most probably gonna see that there were so many elements that took that in that direction, or there were most probably even our gut feeling, you know, our inner voice most probably knew that, you know, before that outcome was happening. We had that, you know, that gut feeling that was telling us, you know, I don't think this is the right person, or this might not be the right business for you. It was already telling us before we even started certain things. But again, a past experience doesn't mean a future experience. And if we can just, you know, really make that point very clear to our minds, or whenever we have to do something, you know, that previously brought us a negative result, to understand that in the future might not be the same, because we're wiser, you know, we know better, and that's not going to happen again. We're going to make right decisions for us from now on. But a past experience, a negative past experience, doesn't mean a negative outcome. At times, we might have negative experiences that actually we rewrite those beliefs and create a positive one. But again, it's just about how much you train your mind to listen to you, not you to listen to it. Because the mind is just a tool that you can use in your own benefit. Simple as that. If you give it the right things, is going to result in the right outcomes. It's as simple as that. The mind is just a tool. We cannot believe every single thing that pops into our head. We cannot. And I'm sure if you're like me, you created at times stories that in the end you just found out, oh my God, did I just create that in my head? And maybe that person just had the phone on airplane mode because they were flying, or did I just create that story about money when actually the invoice I received on that, or people are willing to pay me more than I thought. There are things that we just create in our heads, and at times they are not even true. So another way on how we can create limiting beliefs is by having the friends and family members around us that have certain beliefs, and they keep telling us certain things. Oh, money doesn't grow on trees, money doesn't grow on trees, etc. And because they are saying that so often, and they are saying that, you know, so much, we start believing that, even if it's not true, we start believing that because they are saying it. And my final point on how we create limiting beliefs is by social media, by, you know, watching and listening or reading certain things, and we straight away believe them. We don't even question them. You know, there are so many, you know, accounts out there that just say random stuff, and just because they attach some emotional factor or security on that, we just straight away believe it. We don't question it. So my advice is to really look at whatever you're struggling with in your life, because I guarantee you it's strongly related to a belief, a limiting belief, a negative limiting belief you have on that topic. Now, one way on how you can ask yourself if it's a limiting belief is by actually asking yourself if whatever, you know, that statement you have in your mind, or that belief that you have in your mind, it's a fact. So whatever limiting belief you have, is it a fact? You know, all women or all men are cheaters, or money doesn't grow on trees. To make money requires loads of hard work, or, you know, I'm fat, or I'm this, or I'm that. Is that an actual fact? That's what you need to ask yourself. Because if it's not, and if you actually think about it and you realize actually maybe it's not, that's all you need. You just need to make your mind doubt it, you know, doubt what it's been saying so far, and in order to rewrite that, you just start telling it the opposite. But one important thing is to understand that our minds are always going to try to keep us comfortable, to keep us, you know, on the safe side of things. That means that if we ever want to challenge ourselves, you know, to start a business, you know, to start a new relationship, to try something new in our lives, or to start a new sport, it might be a bit dangerous or whatever, you know, our minds are always gonna try to keep us comfortable. Just because that's what its job is, simple as. And also we need to remember that reality is really subjective. And the way we see things might be completely different from things that and the way they are, or from how other people perceive things. And just to give you a tip on how you can rewrite your limiting beliefs and how you can, start operating on a newer level. My personal experience so far is by rewriting those limiting beliefs. And what I mean by that is actually start telling yourself the opposite. Start rewriting your story. If you had, a bad relationship with money so far, you can rewrite that story. You start telling yourself a different thing. Remember, your beliefs are created by repetition. So that's why I believe one of the best tools on how you can use to rewrite certain beliefs is by repetition of certain affirmations. So whatever it is, I'm wealthy, I make money so easily, money always comes my way, I always attract the best people in my life, my business is always thriving. You have to start telling yourself a different story, and you have to say it often and a lot, because remember, you have a 5 to 10% chance each day to rewrite those beliefs. And if we have that chance, we need to make sure that actually our predominant thoughts on certain topics are the positive ones, the ones that are helping us get to where we want to get. Because most probably now, if you're looking at your limiting beliefs and you ask yourself, is this helping me get to where I want to get? Is this helping me towards my goals? Most probably the answer is no. And you need to literally give the mind, give this tool that we have the right things for it to manifest into the right outcomes that we want in our lives. So this has been my video on this topic. I really hope you liked it. If you liked it, make sure you give it a like. Tell me what you liked it most in the comments, and make sure you subscribe, because I'm gonna start sharing more videos on these topics as well. Loads of love, share the love.